Ho, 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 ladies and gentlemen, at least for the Unreal users amongst us, because it is that time. It is time for Unreal Christmas in June? It's June already? Oh my god, this year has been so weird. Anyways, if you're an Unreal Engine developer, today you're getting a number of June Christmas gifts. And that is because every month, Epic Games gives away a number of assets, and this month is no exception. Today we have 5 new free assets until the first Tuesday of next month. That is, you check in, you buy them for $0, and they are yours forever. And today we are going to jump in and take a look at 2 of those assets immediately. And this is the first one, and this is a New York subway. And it's actually cleaner than I remember the New York subway, so I gotta give it some credit. And one of the other things you may notice about this is it's also, what's the word? Prettier than normal, because this is actually running on Unreal Engine 5. Not this asset, just me. Because frankly, after using Unreal Engine 5, it is really hard to go back to Unreal Engine 4. If you did not know, the first preview release of Unreal Engine 5 is available now as well. I got a linked article to that down below. I already did a hands-on with it. But you can see this is a, let's just say, during the year of a pandemic, this asset's a little on the depressing side. But this is seemingly a underground subway in Brooklyn after a global pandemic, which, yeah, that's a little bit too on the nose in my opinion. As you may be able to tell from the viewport and everything going on around here, Unreal Engine 5 is so much prettier. It's really nice to see. Let me just jump out of cinematic mode because it's also making things really sluggish. But here you can see, yeah, this is one of the assets. It's all of the stuff you see here to go ahead and create. Symptoms are flu-like, including vomiting, respiratory, I think spelt wrong, problems, and fatigue in combination with rashes and pustules. Okay, this is uplifting. A very happy asset we've got going on. But this is definitely one of them, and in the world we live in, this one could probably prove useful. And again, if you want to check it out, Unreal Engine 5 is now available as well. Now we're going to jump back in time, so you're going to see the jump that the user interface made. We're back in Unreal Engine 4, and that is to showcase another of the assets in this pack. This is the Modular Robot Pack. It is used to create a number of different robots. If you want to create your own Robot Wars style with a low polygon, we've got assets like weapons that you can drop on top. We got different locomotive systems like hovering and wheels. We got different base units that you can use together. And let me just show you one of the more complex examples. So we go here, open a blueprint class. You're going to see there's a number defined: tanked robots, spider robots, and so on. I'll open up a spider robot so you can see how it's put together. So you've got all of the script and logic controlling the robots here. But you see here, they're built out of a number of different assets, all working together to create a series of modular robots. Kind of definitely on the niche side of usability, but definitely a neat project there. So now we're going to jump in, take a look at what all of this month's free assets are. Plus we have one in the permanently free category. That is, there is no time limit to go ahead and pick that one up. So here we go. We have the following assets. Let's just jump to the first one. The third-person story adventure template. It's a framework for creating story-based games with environmental interactions. Think Myst. So if you wanted to create a game like Myst, this is basically a set of 54 blueprints for the framework of that style of game. Fully functional third-person player controller pawn and animation blueprint, cinematic interaction using sequences, integrated interaction system with interactive actor blueprints, interactive widget rendering in 3D virtual space, system and interface for collecting and reviewing journal entries, full mouse and keyboard, sophisticated main and in-game menu system, saving and loading, and so much more. So if you are looking to create, I don't know, Gone Home or Myst or any of those style of games, this is basically the logic you need to do that kind of stuff. Interesting for sure. Next up, we have Pro Instance Tool plugin. Maybe somewhat kind of the less sexy, but probably the most useful thing in here. And this is a set of tools to control procedurally generated placement of meshes or actors with easy and unified settings. So you can instantiate in circles, grids along paths, path scattering, and scattering. So yeah, that's definitely one of the more useful things. It's implemented as 6 blueprints and 6 C++ classes. And if you need to procedurally place things in your world, the Pro Instance tool could be a good one for you. Next up, we have Stylized Forest. This is about as straightforward as it gets. It's a low polygon style collection of assets. You can see them in action right there for creating your own forest. This one is implemented as 36 meshes. There's 8 plants, 10 stones, and 18 logs, branches, stumps, and trees. Interesting enough, if you're going for that low polygon size and you can mash that in with your existing art style, could be a nice pickup. Next up, we have the underground subway. We saw this guy in action earlier on. This is the underground subway. All of the stuff, everything you see here, it's pretty high quality. We definitely, my subway doesn't normally have a number of, well, most weeks it doesn't have this many bodies in it, but you can see here, if you need to create a subway, I think you could drop some of the more depressing things out of this and create a normal style subway, or you've got full-on post-apocalyptic how do you do going on in here as well. So all the assets you see here to make a subway are in here. Interesting project for sure. Next up, again, we have the modular low polygon robots, a set of controlled modular low poly robots with the multiplayer system in place. This is implemented as, doesn't say. Okay, don't know. We saw this one in action. Again, we'll go back over here. It is a collection of the bits and bobs you need to create robots and the controllers for them to make a number of different robots in a number of different art styles. Again, we've got a number of different weapons that you can go ahead and mount on them, different color schemes going on, different weapons available, and so on. So if you are looking to create Robot Wars, the video game, this is the perfect pack for you. And then let's head on back over here. And then we got the permanently free item this month, and that is the Easy Building System V8. Easy to use, works out of the box. This is an advanced modular multiplayer building system for Unreal Engine 4. So if you are looking to create the next Fortnite, ironically enough, or Fallout 4, you want to have a building system in your game, that is basically what this one provides. Foundation, triangle, foundation, ramp, wall, door frame, window frame, fence, triangle, wall, roof, ceiling, triangle, ceiling, stairs, doors, windows, door lock, code lock, placeable objects such as beds and campfires, and wall placeable objects in forms of torches. Full multiplayer support in this one. It's got blueprints that are all commented, implemented as 27 blueprints, 141 meshes, 76 materials, 227 textures, and most of these are pretty low polygon. So definitely, if you are looking for a building style game, this could be a nice pickup for you, and that is in the permanently free collection, so no need to rush on that one. Now, another thing you may have noticed here is this guy right at the top here. There is a sale going on, save up to 70% off on select products through June the 5th, so it's June the 1st as of right now, so you got 4 more days left to pick up on that one. There is a lot of stuff in here. I was actually going to do a dedicated video on this, and then I took a look at it. So the nice thing is you can sort now by the highest discount levels. You can also do it here, discounted high to low. So we can look at the assets here. Assets, okay, yeah. And there's, what's the word? There's a lot of crap on this store now. It kind of shocked me when I was looking through here that there's just some, I don't know how I would describe it, like, I don't know, lowish quality. I'm not trying to pick on a particular asset by any means here, but some of the assets in on the store now, it just seemed like they're just, I don't know, low effort. So I hope the store isn't quickly going to become, garbage filled. And, they're not gatekeeping on quality, and I understand they kind of run into a problem there. But anyways, if you're interested, you can get things up to 70% off. It's a little tricky now to determine what is good and what is not on the asset store. And one of the other problems that Unreal Engine has is, quite frankly, you get so much for free now, you're kind of hesitant to buy anything, even if there is a massive sale, which has its own category here of massive sale, because you're just like, oh, is it going to come free next month? Also, again, you gotta sort through a lot of crap now, which I don't remember that in the past. It might just be the assets are bringing that out, but anyways, if you are looking to pick something up specifically, you may be able to find it now. One of the things I know that people really like, there was a collectible card game asset. Let me turn that filter off. Their store does seem to be a little slow right now. That was in previously for free. Let's go see if it is for sale. Or let's not. It seems like their store is having issues. Anyways, if you're interested in picking any of the stuff up, you can head onto the Epic Game Launcher, or you can go over here, go to free. The free for the month stuff is all going to be available right there. Key thing here, add it to your cart. Basically, add to cart, check out. Everything is 100% off, so you don't pay anything for it. Once you have added it to your cart and purchased it, it is yours forever. You have until the first Tuesday of July to do so. And if you like what you see, even if you're not using Unreal Engine, just start hoarding, because you may change your mind eventually, especially now that we've got Unreal Engine 5 here, and it looks just so much nicer. Quite frankly, it's just so much nicer to work with. Even if the performance can be a little bit off, it can be a little bit buggy and so on, it's hard to go back to Unreal Engine 4 now that Unreal Engine 5 is out. So do just start hoarding these things. Even if you're not using Unreal Engine, just keep buying them. You know, they're free, they're yours forever, and you kind of get to the point eventually where you have this giant library of stuff to work from, and that is nice. The other thing here is we also have the permanently free collection. This one you have no time limit on. There's a bunch of stuff in here now. We just added that the builder asset in here as well. These ones you can grab any particular time you want. As you can see, we're up to 87 of them in the permanently free category. And then we've got a few other categories. Okay, their store is struggling. All right, here we go. So this is the permanently free category. Some decently nice stuff in here. I don't know if the new one has been added yet or not. The time sorting is a little bit strange. It's not sorted relative to the time it was added to the permanently free. It's sorted to the time it was created in the store, I think, because here's the new one. So picking out what is new and what is not isn't always the easiest thing. But again, you have all the time in the world because everything here is free forever. You also have some things like Epic Games content. These are things, a lot of it is from other games that they've published or demos that they have done. These are also permanently free, but you can only use them if you're using Unreal Engine. And then we've also got the Marketplace collection. And I don't really understand why the Marketplace collection versus the Epic Games collection. These are third-party / first-party games, things like Infinity Blade, Paragon, Edith Finch, and so on, that they've released assets from them. You can use these. So the Epic Games content and the Marketplace collection, those can only be used commercially in Unreal Engine developed projects. Everything else, theoretically, except for Megascans, so free for this month, and the permanently free collection, you can use them in any game engine whatsoever. Generally, it's not that easy to do, but it is an option. All right, so that is it for this month's selection. So we got the third-person story adventure, the Pro Instance Tool plugin, Stylized Forest, Underground Subway, and Modular Low Polygon Robots, as well as that new permanently free dynamic building plugin. Let me know what you think of these assets. If there's something standing out to you, I would call this month's selection very middle of the road. It's not the best we've ever seen, but it's not the worst we've ever seen. There's a little bit here for everybody. Probably the gem here is the Pro Instancing tool. I don't think, possibly the third-person story adventure template. I don't know that there's anything here that really merits a follow-up video, but if there's something here you want to see more of in action, do let me know, and I will check it out. And again, if you haven't checked out Unreal Engine 5, do so. It's pretty epic. So that is this month's Unreal Engine giveaway. What do you think? Let me know. Comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.